I was halfway through the heart monitor test when my phone buzzed, loud against the sterile silence. I let it ring. Didn't need more noise in my chest. But it buzzed again. Again. Then I answered. "Mom's had it with you," my daughter screamed, her voice jagged like broken glass. "Stop acting like you're sick all the time." I blinked. The nurse paused, eyes flicking from the monitor to me. She saw it, the spike. Then my wife's voice, colder than the EKG gel on my chest. "Your drama is exhausting. We're blocking you for a while." Click. That was the last thing I heard before the line went dead. And they did it. Blocked me. Just like that. I sat in that stiff hospital bed, wires stuck to my skin, heart spasming more from the call than the arrhythmia they were trying to catch. They didn't call back. Not that day. Not the next. Not for 3 months. We used to be close. All three of us. Dinners on Fridays. Lazy Sundays. Even when my health started to slide, tightness in my chest, dizzy spells, memory blips, they said they'd be there. My daughter used to sit on my hospital bed, legs swinging, telling me about her college classes while peeling my fruit. And my wife, she kissed my forehead every night, said we'd grow old even if my heart tried otherwise. But over time, I saw the glances. The texts they didn't want me to read. They talked in the kitchen with lowered voices. Their sympathy became sighs. Then silence. Then that call. I found the truth the day I finally got unblocked. Not by choice. My daughter forgot to remove me from a shared cloud folder. Photos I wasn't supposed to see. Notes I wasn't meant to read. One note in her handwriting, "We need space. He's milking it for attention." And my wife's reply, "Let's stay quiet until he breaks. Then we'll talk about selling the house." Selling. My house. Paid with my money. Built with my hands. They wanted me to vanish before the ink dried. Something in me went cold. Not angry. Not sad. Just calculating. I didn't scream. Didn't beg. I got up. I spent the next 3 months not just healing but building. Quietly. Precisely. First, the financials. I transferred the deed to a private trust, my name only. I rewrote my will, removed them both. My brother became the executor. He didn't ask questions, just nodded. He knew what silence meant in our family. Second, the paper trail. I printed every message, every note, screenshot, timestamp, stored it all in a locked folder named Memories. Then I started recording. Quiet conversations with doctors, proving my condition was real. Medical history. Reports. Tests. Everything they called drama, I made it data. Finally, I changed the locks. The day they returned was quiet. A soft knock. No warning. No apology in advance. I opened the door and saw them, my wife and daughter. No flowers. No bags. Just plastic smiles and empty hands. My daughter tried first. "Dad, we've been talking. We miss you." Then my wife, we overreacted. We were scared too. "Can we come in?" I stepped aside. Just enough to let the tension breathe. Then I leaned against the doorframe, let the silence stretch. "You miss me now?" I said. My voice was calm. Flat. Funny, because I don't remember being dead. They blinked. Shifted. That fake warmth cooled. I motioned toward the bench beside the door, where a file sat. Thick. Tidy. Here's what I've been up to. Legal transfer of the house. Financial separation. Your texts printed. Your voices recorded. My diagnosis verified. And your betrayal documented. My daughter swallowed. Dad, we didn't mean. You meant every word I said. And I mean mine. I paused. Let the wind fill the space. You walked out when I was strapped to machines trying to prove I was still alive. And now that you're done waiting for me to die, you want back in? My wife's face flushed. We were overwhelmed. You needed me gone. And then I said it. You're not coming back. They both stared, shocked, like they'd never seen me before. I stepped back just enough to shut the door, slow and deliberate. But just before it closed, I looked my wife dead in the eye. I was exhausting, I whispered. Then rest easy. Click. I watched from the window as they stood there. No more words, just silence. And then, finally, they turned and walked away. I've learned something since then. Betrayal doesn't come with warning signs. It comes with familiarity, with love that's grown lazy, with people who know where your wounds are and press them just to hear you scream. But I didn't scream. I documented. I prepared. And in the end, I didn't slam the door. I closed it. Justice isn't loud. It's quiet. Like a heartbeat, steady, undeniable, impossible to fake. And mine? It's still beating.